Hello from ITU Telecom World 2011 here in Geneva in Switzerland. I'm talking with Patricia Kaliati, who is the Minister of Information and Civic Education for Malawi. I'd like to begin by asking you, what in your opinion are the principal challenges facing Malawi in terms of ICT?
There are a number of challenges. One, the equipment is very expensive, that a number of people in the rural areas cannot make it. But also electricity is also a problem, whereby it's really a problem that people they can have BTSs in the remote areas. But as government, we are trying our level best to make sure that each and every centers that are connected with electricity. As of now, we are in the Marep 6 and we'll be moving to Marep 7. And in Marep 7, we'll make sure that 3/4 of the country is covered with electricity. And we have also problems of vandalizing. People, they keep vandalizing, and then they bring back the development of ICT in the country. Because the moment we do this, we find that they've come and vandalize it. And instead of going ahead, you keep going backwards. But we are trying our level best as well to make sure that we use different equipment as we are rolling out. And but also can bear with me that as a world, as we are looking into the organization of ITU, you know, different countries, we are more or less like a family where we have children of different ages. We have a 2-year, a newly born, a 5-year, a 10-year-old, and at the same time, we are looking forward as ITU to make sure that we move to that, and with ICT, we've got to be there with the 8 millennium development goals. Let me proudly mention here that as a Malawi government, we've managed to meet the 5 millennium development goals, and we are remaining with 3 of them. We have goal number 2, goal number 3 and 4. That is universal primary education, and also the safe motherhood and the gender equality. But we are trying our level best to come 2013. We are supposed to be there. And that's why we are making sure that through MACLA, Minister of Information and Civic Education, we've got to be rolling out and we'll be connecting. As I'm speaking now, my brother, we've managed to connect government officers with advanced fiber, and the officers are already connected. And shortly we'll be connecting Malawi with the broadband from Indian Ocean through Tanzania, but also we'll be linking up with also Zambia, whereby they'll be connecting with Namibia, so that we should have a number of broadband connected to different countries. Our operators like the private sector, the Excom and MTEL, they've already rolled out the fiber through across the country, and we are approaching now Tanzania. We've already connected with Mozambique, and we are now would like to connect with Tanzania. But we are dreaming also in colors that would like to connect with Zambia, so that we have a number of broadband across the nation. The moment we do that, we'll bring the data collection in the country to that low cost that each and every household is supposed to be provided with the internet. This is what we are looking for. And not only that, we would like us to go into the rural areas, into the primary schools, into secondary schools. After having the broadband, we'll be thinking of also connecting the city assemblies, the local councils, and we have 28 local councils in the country. But if you want to know Malawi, it is of 118,484 kilometers, and 20% of it is water, and we have the population of 13.5 million. 80% is in the rural areas, and 20% is in the urban. The density or the density of our country is 26 plus, which is 25 is for the mobile, and 1 plus is for the landline. So we are moving, and it's our vision that we need to connect the rural people so that they can do well in farming, the e-education, the medicine. Right now, we are also having a project with the government of India, and we've already connected in the university. We have our own university connected with the e-education, that the education, and the College of Medicine with the medicine, and also we have the VVIP that our heads of states, they are also connecting to the fellow heads of state through the communication. So we are doing better, and with these IT meetings, since where we are networking with high-profile people. We would like to be asking them also to invest in Malawi, and this we've done, and we've met a number of people. With the connectivity with the broadband, I've already met with the Vice President from Tanzania, and he assured us that they're going to connect us, and shortly we'll be interacting with the Minister of Information from Tanzania and see how best we can work together as we are connecting the broadband. So this is what we are doing as a nation, and take it from me, apart from the 8 million development goals, what we've done also, we created our own priorities, and ICT is also priority number 1. That's why this is what we are doing in our country.
It's a very different event than usual. What are your expectations of it? And is there a message you'd like to give to the visitors and delegates here and the people who will be watching this interview?
The first expectations has already been met, and here we are. This is what we are looking for, that this is one way of marketing the country as we are talking to you as our media house. But also we're expecting that we'll be meeting with high-profile people from different countries where we can share ideas and how best we are to solve the problem. But also I'm expecting that we need also to differentiate the way how we handle each and every country, because this is what I've said, that it's more or less like children. We have a number of children. Some are developing, some have already developed. But when you say, eat this, you find that some they cannot take it. Now we need to look into that, how best we can help different countries. And with also the resources which we need to give different countries. We are expecting also the World Bank, the ITU, they are helping us. The ITU helped us with their centers, 8 of them, and as government we will be connecting constituencies, and we have 193 constituencies we'll be connecting, and this year we are constructing 20 centers. So we are going there, and we would like to see that. It's my expectation that from here we need to have also a number of centers that we need to cross, to have them across the nation, in terms of where we can also help the farmers, we can also help the doctors, the nurses, we can also help the families that they've got to browse around and see how they can help their children who are in different schools. So this is what we are expecting, and it's my prayer that we are going to get that. And I wish a very success to the ITU, that we should aim at make sure that we come to our vision and draw out, especially to the rural areas, that we need to connect them and benefit, and the dreams which we are dreaming as ITU members come true.
What are the difficulties that you've experienced in extending connectivity to rural areas in Malawi, and how are these being tackled to bring the benefits of broadband to all your citizens? And what lessons from your own country's experience do you think you can share with other countries? Yeah,
the difficulties are there, as I've already said, and as government we are looking into also the policies that we have a number of players, and the competition should be there so that we should go down to the rural area. This is what we are doing as a Minister of Information and Civic Education, and that's government through our regulator, that's MACLA. And what we are doing, that's we are also migrating from analog to digital. The moment we do that, we will create a space. The spectrum will be sharing now, because some are also stingy. They don't want to share, even if we regulate them. But now, since we are in the analog, and when we move into the digital, we find that we can also economically benefit, because we have a number of players. And that will also bring the data, very cheap data collection, which is internet, very cheap. And that will help us rolling into. But also we have a project from the World Bank. This is the Universal Access Fund. This will help also to move from a household and give them the services which they are looking for. And there are a number of programs which we are getting from the World Bank. At the moment we have the e-government in the country, and as I've said, we've already connected the offices within the Capitol Hill, within the headquarters of the Malawi government. So we are moving, and we are doing a lot, although we are a newly born baby.
Now, could you tell us one thing that you think needs to happen before we can get closer to the mission of giving more global citizens more meaningful access to connected technology?
We need to work hand in hand. Government, operators, private sector, public, that's PP, private-public partnership. That is going to help us. It's not one thing, it's a win-win situation. Government do the other side, the public, the private, so that is going to take us to a global village.
Minister, thank you very much.